Hello YouTube. This is Tammy Pie and I'm back with another video. Um I'm wearing the same thing because this is the same day, but I probably won't release this till later. Maybe tomorrow or the day after. I'm not sure because I don't even know what I'm going to call this. So this past weekend, this past weekend, um, my family and I got together in Seattle at Lincoln Park and had like a family get together, little semi reunion, semi birthday. Just have a lot of family in Seattle and some who come and visit fairly often. My sister and her son and his new girlfriend, who I had never met before, came up from Fort Worth, Texas, and my brother, who never comes to any of the family get-togethers, my brother Ko and his kids came from Hawaii, and then we have like a lot of family that lives in Seattle. So I was in Seattle for this family get-together. And we stuck around because my youngest son's 23rd birthday was on Monday, July 22nd. So he wanted to ride around Seattle and go to like the game stores. My son is a game collector the way I'm a tarot collector. He just has mountains and bookshelves full of different kinds of games for all the different types of gaming things that you can do. I'm not a gamer, so I kind of know that they exist, but PlayStation 1 and yeah. Anyway, so, and of course, if we're going to be in Seattle driving around to different places like that, I like to hit metaphysical bookstores if I can. But since it was his day, I was like, okay, I'm not going to go to all the metaphysical bookstores, but if we are parked near a place that has possibly tarot decks. So, one of the places I went had, but nothing that I super was in love with. But the second place we went to, in the little mall where my son was going to a video store, was a place called Half Price Books, which I think it's just in Seattle. I'm not sure if it is in other places in the Pacific Northwest or not, but they have, I think, 5 or 6 different stores, and it's a reseller. So some of their stuff that they get is brand new, and they just get it by the pallet or whatever. You know, the other bookstores don't sell; they buy it from them. So it's cheaper than if you went to get your tarot deck when it's brand new. But they also buy stuff from people. So Half Price Bookstore has a website. And for crazy collectors like me, it's very interesting because they have some kind of finer collectibles. I noticed when I looked at the website, they had spirit keepers, a couple of them. They had some Baba Studios decks. They had some other older out of print decks. Hang on just a second. So, of course, I didn't know to look for that there, although I do once in a while go to secondhand bookstores because sometimes they carry tarot, sometimes they don't. And oftentimes they will have older out of print books or even books that are still in print, but at secondhand prices. And note the pile of books there. These are all from a secondhand bookseller. And this is actually the first edition of the Paul Foster Case tarot with the illustrations, which is a really good book. And I got it for next to nothing with that leather cover on it. So that was really cool. All right, so at Half Price Books, I found this, which is kind of a tarot tube darling right now. And I found this, which is one of the Travis McHenrys that I had really wanted to get, but, you know, money and so on and so forth. So for the low cost of $32 with tax, like $34, I got two really cool decks that I've been interested in. The Pulp Fiction, I believe, is one, or the Pulp Tarot by Todd Alcott is one of the decks that was in my Lisa and Peggy, the helping me to pick a deck. I believe Pulp Tarot was one of the ones that I was looking at. So, and it's not a super expensive deck, but it is kind of a current deck, and they had several copies of it. So if you're in the Seattle area, this is a great resource for you collectors out there. I will say, always when you are collecting, when you're looking, and you see something and you're like, yay, know what you're looking at. Look at the packaging before you click buy, because you're excited to see it. Make sure that what you're looking at is the right thing. I have to say that the Babas and the Spirit Keepers, they looked good to me, but there was like at least one deck that I could tell was wrong because the packaging was wrong. So maybe I can talk to them about that and see if they can get that pulled down, because I'm pretty sure it's a fake. But they're people, you know, they're people who buy things from other people, so that they don't know always. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really nice stuff on the website for reasonably priced. Mostly those collectible decks are pretty expensive, but I mean, I saw well, I'm not even going to tell you because there's definitely a couple of decks that I might, you know, do something terrible with my husband so that I can get him to buy me these, because he bought me these. He was very sweet, and he was super happy to be out and about with the family at a party, because it's been a while. It's been a while since we had a good family get together. So, but we also had a little fender bender, so that's where the money's going to go, right? I have to fix my car. So here we go. Here's the Pulp Tarot. You've all seen walkthroughs of this. Let's check it out. It's got the proper packaging, the book that looks like an old book, right? Here's the paper guidebook and the cards. There's the backs. Ooh. Now, I have heard said that this cardstock is not great, which is fine. I can live with that. We'll edge it and play around with it and stuff. And it's got a little bend to it already, which is kind of a bummer, but I mean, it's cards. What are we gonna do? So there's the Fool, Magician, High Priestess, Empress. Let's see. Let's look at the Hermit is cute. Death. The earlier video I did was on death. The devil. That's just about right. The Pope. The moon. I like that because it's got a little wolfy guy. I like Judgment. Five of Wands. This is great. These they're like old pulp book covers, right? Page of Wands, that's a good one. Oh, Knight of Wands I like too. All these quartz. Queen of Wands, it's good. Ace of Cups. Three of Cups. I like that. The 60s, 50s ladies. That's a good one. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Queen of Cups. And the King. They're a cute couple, right? All right. Swords. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. That's a good one. Oh, seven is good too. Let's look at the Queen. Oh, the Queen is Joan of Arc. Love that. Four of Pentacles. Here's the 5 for Simon. I always like the 9, and this is a good one. You can get the bird. Well done. Page, this is good. Knight, I like this. It looks like Sam Spade, right? There's the Queen and the King. All right, so super stoked to get this. And now that I've met the cardstock, I am even more stoked that I didn't pay full price for it. And shuffles well. Okay, so we got the Pulp Tarot. And the other day I was watching Rochelle at Amethyst Ascension, and she was doing the tarot through the movie genres tag. Showed a lot of great decks, and she showed this Travis McHenry tarot, Magicians, Martyrs, and Madmen, which is a rock pool, right? Which I like to get his decks in the indie version because I like the cardstock that he does. But you know, rock pool is not bad. Good book. He does a lot of good explanations, good writing. Ooh, this is actually really nice. Comes with this paper thing. Oh, okay. Is this sharp gilding? No, it's not. Okay, so there's Dracula. So when he was kickstarting, or before he even kickstarted the Dracula one, I saw some of the images from this, and I thought they were going to be the Dracula one. So when he did the Dracula one, I was not thrilled because I didn't like that illustrated thing. So this is unusual for his decks. It's actually nice and thin. I like this cardstock. It's kind of papery, but it's thin enough to shuffle. So he's showing some of these great archetypes, Marie Laveau. And Elizabeth Bathory, who was like the first female serial killer, they say, right? Nero. Eva Carrere and Juliette Bisson. And, you know, some of these I'm unfamiliar with, but a lot of them I am familiar with. Eva Peron. It's an intriguing lover's card. Pedro Alvarado. Peter Stump. Edward Kelly. John Dee. So even in Travis McHenry's decks, this is an unusual one. Jack the Ripper for death. Angeline Tubbs. The Devil. Delphine Lalaurie. I think this is the one in American Horror that did all the torturing in her attic. Yikes. The star is Mary the First. Okay. And, of course, Rasputin. Okay? So, mainly, what I wanted to say is, Max, is this, hang on just a second, the card that I dropped. Anybody else, when you drop a card, you just want to stop everything and pick up the card because you don't want to lose it. But as the Tower, H.H. Holmes, do you know who H.H. Holmes is? Yikes. Marquis de Sade is the son. I just wanted to say for the collectors out there, Crowley, that this is another place where you might go and look to find out of print, unusual, and even decks that maybe you didn't get because you're broke, like me. Try this. Wow, that's a trip. Houdini. Cool. Try Half Price Books at in the Seattle area. I'm trying to think where we were. I feel like we were in one of the outer boroughs of Seattle. La Voici. Interesting. Oh, here's a good one. Edward Teach. Really like this. Really, really into this deck of bananas people. Oh, the Donner Party. How did I know this was going to be in here? Huh. Weird. Don Pedro Jaramillo. Yeah, we're going to be reading a book on this one. Samuel Liddell McGregor Mathers. Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Oh, wow. That's wild. Okay. Wow. Thomas More. Yeah. Lost his head. Ivan the Terrible. Oh my God. They have to have. I gotta see. Oh, the Titanic. That's the Six of Swords. That's great. Livonian Werewolf. Lizzie Borden. Ooh, Richard the Third. Good one. Geblin. Oh, interesting. Nicholas II. Okay. Nostradamus. Saint Sebastian. Margaret Atkin. Gotta have Joan of Arc. Marie Anne Lenormand. And of course, Dracula is the king of wands. Wow. Okay. So, check it out. Half price books in the Seattle area, but they have a website. As always, look at what you're getting before you hit that buy button. Examine the author, examine the packaging, and contact me if you want, and I'll give you my opinion on whether or not you're looking at a fake. So, yeah, thank you for coming. Bye.